So we have learned how to write fractions as decimals, but in this video lecture, we will learn how to write decimals as fractions. And the first decimal that we have here is 1.2. Now, if you look at this decimal representation, the 1 is at the ones place, and there is no tens, there is no hundreds, and then no thousands, and so on. And after a decimal point you have 2, that is 0.2 tells you what, that you have 2 tens. At the tens place you have 2, there is no hundreds, there is no thousands, right? So this thing is clear. Now this 1.2 can be written as 1 ones means one thing, plus for this decimal point, and 0.2 tells you that at the tens place you have 2, so 2 tens means what? 2 tenth, right? Now we can write this one as 1 over 1, that's simple, then plus 2 over 10. If you take the LCM of 1 and 10, you will get what? You will get 10. Now this will become 10 plus 2, and this is 12 over 10. You can simplify it further. You can write it in the simplest form or the lowest terms, and to do that you have to find the highest common factor of 12 and 10, and then you can simplify. So this part I am leaving for you. If you want to simplify, or it has been asked that you have to write the obtained fraction in terms of in lowest terms or the simplest terms, then you can simplify it further. Otherwise just leave it, right? Now we have second one is 0.6. If you look at this decimal representation, that is 0.6, it's very clear that at the ones place you have 0. It means that you don't have an entire thing. You do not have even one thing, right? So there is 0 at the ones, and then you have 0.6. 0.6 tells you what? That you have 6/10 of something, that is at the tens place you have 6. So this can be written as 0 plus 6 over 10th. 0 tells you that you don't have one entire thing. Yes, you have something greater than 0, but you don't have an entire thing. And the 6/10 tells you that at the tens place you have 6, and you have 6/10 part of something. This can be written as simple as 6 over 10. Now you can simplify it further in lowest terms or the simplest terms by dividing both these numbers by what? By highest common factor. In this case, if you look at the highest common factor, then the highest common factor will be 2. So if you divide both the numerator and denominator by 2, you will get 3/5, that is 3 over 5. This is the lowest terms or the simplest terms of this one. If it is asked, or if you need to, then you can simplify, otherwise just leave it. The third part is what? 1.0. Now 1.0 tells you what? That 1 tells you that you have actually at the ones place you have 1. It means you have one entire thing. You have only one thing. There is no tens, there is no hundreds. So you have only one thing, that is 1, and plus 0.0 tells you what? That at the tens place you have nothing. You have 0 over 10. Right? You have 0 over 10. 0 over 10 means what? It's actually 0 only. There is nothing at the tens place. You have 0. So you have only one thing, that is 1. If you want to write this in terms of fraction, simply 1 over 1. Any number a can be written as a over 1, because if you divide any number by 1, you will get back 1 only. So this 1 over 1 is a fraction representation of 1.0. In fact, let me tell you that if you have any number, let's say that any arbitrary number a, you can write it as this. Even you can write it as a.00000, as many 0 you want, because this a.00000 tells you only one thing, that there is 0 at the tens, there is 0 at the hundreds, there is 0 at the thousands, there is 0 at the 10,000s, and so on. It means that you have only this entire a thing. that is a times 1. If a is 9, so 9 times 1 means what? You have 9 such things, and there is no further anything in the fraction or anything that is 9 plus something. There is nothing like that. Now we have 13.7. If you look at this 13.7, what does it tell you? It tells you that at the ones place you have what? At the ones place you have 3. At the tens place you have 1, right? So we have 1 tens, and we have 3 ones, and that makes it what? 13, right? That makes it 13. Then we have plus for this decimal point. 0.7 tells you what? That at the tens place you have 7. It means that you have, after 13 plus, there is something in fraction. You have 13 complete thing, and then 13 complete thing plus some fraction of that thing. So 7/10 of that thing. Now this is what? 13 plus 7/10. This 13 can be written as 13 over 1 plus 7 over 10. This, if you take the LCM of 1 and 10, you will get what? 10. This will be 130 plus 7. You will get 137 over 10. If there is any scope of further simplifying it, that is writing in lowest terms or the simplest terms, and if it has been asked, you can proceed with that. Otherwise, it's your answer. Now, here, in this case, we have only at the tens place, but in this case, we have now for the hundreds place as well. If you look for this 0.04, 0.04 tells you that again at the ones place you have 0. It means that you don't have one entire thing. 0.04 tells you what? At the tens place you have 0. At the at the hundredths place we have 4. So at the tens we have 0, and at the at the hundredths place we have 4. It means that you have a fraction which goes till a decimal representation which goes up to the hundredths place. So this can be written as 0 plus 0.4 by 100. This 0.4 is nothing else but 4 only. That 0 tells you that you don't have anything at the tens place, and that when you are writing in decimal representation, your place value is going up to hundredths place. So this 0.4 is 400. Why? Because we go up to the hundredths place. We are going up to the hundredths place. So this is 4 over 100. Now if you want to simplify it in lowest terms, you can by taking highest common factor. Now this is 2.34. If you look at this number, 2.34 tells you what? That you have two entire thing of something. Like if you have one object, then you have two objects, plus 0.34 tells you what? 0.34 tells you that at the tens place you have 3, and at the hundredths place you have 4. So your decimal representation goes up to the hundredths place. Now this can be written as like 3 over 10 plus 4 over 100, or you can simply write it as 2 plus 34 over 100. If you will solve this, you will get back this only. If you solve this addition of fractions, you'll get this fraction only. And it makes sense that it means that you have, when you are dividing 1/10 of something further into 100, then you'll get this fraction, that is 34 over 100. So both these two things are same. Now this can be written as what? 2 over 1 plus 34 over 100. This will be 200 plus 34 and the LCM of this will be 100. 234 over 100. Now for this G1, let me remove it here. Let's proceed. You have 0.342. 0.342 again tells you that you don't have one entire thing but the fraction of that. Okay, you have only some fraction of that. This 0.342 tells you that at the ones place you have 0, so 0 plus, right? Now we have tens place, we have hundreds place, and we have thousands place. Our fraction goes up to the thousands place. So this is 3 over 10 plus 4 over 100 plus 2 over thousands. 3 tens, 4 hundreds, 2 thousands. So this is a fraction, or you can write it as 0 plus 342 over 1000. This is the fraction. When you will solve this fraction, you'll get this one only. And both these two things are the same thing. That means same. That you have actually make the fraction up to the thousands place. You have made fraction up to the thousands place. And this tells you the same thing. This is 342,000. And then in this case we have actually divided, when you write it as 342,000, then what does that mean? That means that you have actually tens, you have some hundreds of that, and then further fraction makes 2,000 of that. So both these things are same, and this is nothing else but 342 upon 1000. And if you want to simplify it, you can simplify it. This H1, 0.066. The 0.066 tells you again that you don't have one entire thing. You have 0 at the ones place, and plus you have 0 at the tens place, so you have nothing at the tens. Then you have 6 at the hundreds place, and you have thousands at the thousands place. You have 6 at the thousands place. So this can be written as 0 over 10 plus 6 over 100 plus 6 over 1000. This is 0 tenths, this is 6 hundredths, and 6 thousandths. So this is a fraction, or this can be written as 0 plus 66,000. 66 over 1000. If you'll solve this, you'll get this one only. Both these two things mean same thing. It tells you that your fraction is going up to the thousandth place. If we'll solve it, it will give you 66 over 1000. Okay, so if you want to simplify it, you can simplify it further.